What's up, YouTube? Mr. Lemon here, and today we're going to be talking about the physical Spearzon. We'll also talk a little bit about elemental, and we can get into that in a second, but I want to dive into the physical aspect of it first. So let me just clear those off really fast. So what I'm running right here is, this is just what they gave us on the ladder, right? The PTR ladder and everything. We just have a Lycander's Flank, which is a ceremonial pike. However, with this ceremonial pike, I am able to go and kill the Ubers and do it without even having life tap. And pretty much that comes down purely from the idea of impale. So again, I'm going to go through a little bit of why and just how like really strong this is. So Impale now has that slows enemy, and you can see at just level 31, it slows enemies by 69%, which is huge. You can stack all the way up to 90% slow as well on bosses, which is super nice, or on PVM, just any monsters. But against other players, it's going to be 50% max, which still can be really nice. Now, chance of losing durability, 23% does kind of suck. 50% on bosses, 90% regular monsters and minions. So the chance of losing durability does kind of suck a little bit right there. However, if you get something like an Breath of the Dying or just anything that's going to have that indestructible mod, you lose that. That doesn't become an issue anymore, and it's not annoying where you have to constantly go and repair it. Fend also has a decent speed on it now. And Jab is also not bad as just like a little alternative to use along the way. So they've really done a decent job, in my opinion, of making these at least somewhat viable. And I can go out and show you guys just a little bit in like the Frigid Highlands right here. And again, remember, I'm not using an amazing spear here. This is just an okay spear. But you can see the speed right there of how many mobs she's able to kind of hit at the same time. And really, as long as you think in your mind, okay, she's hitting decently fast. And then, of course, she would be hitting faster because, she's going to have, faster with the botted, but also for more damage, then you can really think about like, oh, okay, the speed and damage isn't too bad. Because again, this is just an exceptional weapon right here. And she's doing 1422 to 3352 damage with, just kind of like 4 jab and spear skillers, which isn't even what you really want to use on her. And yeah, ooh, steel driver. Did they give us a steel driver? I don't know, I want one. So I'm not stacked at all on this character. I don't even have a Zon torch. I mean, this is all pretty meh gear. We've got the Fortitude and High Lords. That's kind of the main like things that we have. Other than that, it's okay. Ethereal steel driver. Woof! Look at that damage. Nasty. Up that twice and give it to our druid. Love it. With the Zod, of course. But you can see we've already, just from a few impales, already damaged our weapon down enough. But if we take this character over, for instance, to, if we do make it to like a boss here, we'll see where Mephisto actually ends up spawning. You'll be able to see that she has really good kill speed on the bosses as well. And she's just able to really go through the game and I think kill at an okay speed. I mean, again, we never really had a physical Spearzon before, so the fact that she's able to do anything, I think, is already pretty solid. And pretty helpful. One thing you will note, her attack rating is kind of low, so I'm not a huge fan of that. That's something where it's like you might have to run dual angelics, or you might have to run just something to help out with that attack speed or attack rating, because it is pretty low. And even with maxing out penetrate, we just don't have enough base attack rating that it's really getting any benefit here. So that probably will need a little bit of help and loving. Otherwise, she does okay. again, is she going to be a full endgame clearing build, all of this stuff? No, probably not. But I could definitely see her being useful on, like, I mean, we already killed Ubers. Oh, I don't have Impale on. We already killed Ubers, at least Isual and Duriel with this character, and it was very easy. And like I said, I didn't even have life tap. Just being able to impale them slowed them down enough that I could get all of my hits in to gain back all my life. And that's with, again, a pretty garbage weapon on. This map is always just the worst map ever, isn't it? So it's probably still down in like C to D tier for the physicals on, but I don't hate it. I think it's still something that could be fun to play through the game. Yeah, we're just not finding it. I think it's still something that could be fun to play through the game. And yeah, I mean, it's okay, right? And again, once you get that Breath of the Dying in your hand, once you stack up your whole inventory with stuff, I feel like she's actually going to be insane on some bosses just from that damage right there. You're not going to have to worry about the, you know, the breakage anymore of the weapon because it's indestructible. So I think you could really, really do a ton with just tons of max damage and then that Breath of Dying and then maybe just a little bit more optimization on gear. I'll definitely spend some time in the future perfecting and making a beautiful character. So I can tell you that right now. She will 100% be a character I will invest many hirings into and either regret or enjoy, one of the two, later on. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, I mean, I think right now the attack rating is really just the big issue. Trying to get her to hit. I mean, it's just 58% chance to hit. That's just too difficult. So even having just some of those charms, max damage AR, life, is just gonna do so much. Right, that'll be a lot for her. Now, oops. With that being said, what if you run something different now? And this is actually a viability. You can actually now make infinity in a spear. So if you have a 4 open socket spear, you can actually go make yourself an infinity and put this on yourself now, which means you get that minus 55, 60, whatever, light res to the enemy. And then you can use that with Charged Strike, which is going to have massive lightning damage. All of the bolts are going to hit on bosses because bosses are size 3, I believe. And so all of that will hit. And it's just going to be insane. Again, I believe that will be truly the uber killer that people build. I don't think people will be building the physical as much, but I think they'll be making Infinity Charge Strike boss killers, and they're just going to be absolutely disgusting. I don't have an Infinity currently on this character. If somebody has an Infinity Spear and wants to bring it to Llama 2, Password 2, I would love it. Yeah, Impale always hits, so it doesn't need the attack rating. But Fend does need the attack rating. I don't know why it still shows it shouldn't with the always hits. That's just a small bug. But yeah, if someone has it, and yes, on PTR, and can bring it here, that would be great. We can test. If not, that's totally fine. It's still, like I say, just Charge Strike in general, as many of you guys already know, is just really, really solid. Just already. And there you can see that was from that. So, Charge Strike. And then Lightning Strike. And then Power Strike. And Lightning Bolt. And we'll just go there and rock down here. And again, this is just going to be, even without the infinity, you're still just going to have absolutely insane damage from this. And with the range, I mean, it actually almost makes it like even better and like more fun than if you're doing it with like jab, you know, just some jabs or something, right? Ooh, spear versus spear, I see. Kill the lightning immunes. Their physical damage. Oh, I thought we actually found one. So yeah, this right here I think is going to be the build that people actually use. But like I say, with the infinity right there on your main hand, and I think it's just going to be super solid. You're going to take that over to Ubers and just absolutely be crushing them. So, should be absolutely disgusting. And hey, headhunters. Have fun. All sorts of stuff. Yeah, and my gear is not even like built for this at all, right? I mean, this is very much just kind of loosely throwing random stuff on. I don't have griffins. I don't have any of these things. Yeah, I think this character will be used quite often. So this one, I would probably say this character will probably be like A to B tier. Because you're still not going to have the throwing of like Lightning Fury. So that's going to be better for, you know, Lightning Fury is still going to be better for a lot of characters, and being able to throw that, having that Javazon in the S tier, I think is still kind of like the top spot. But if you want to go and do Ubers and things like that, I think you could actually really just crush through them super fast with this. So the spear is fun, and again, a different kind of play style, so I like it. I like, again, that they've created another potential build with something that never really was done before. Which is just spearing, right? Nobody really has done many spears in D2 unless you go way back to before when spears are really good. But you know, now it's like people just don't really do it that often. So you know, we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to see another build. I'm excited to see some people run around with spears on their Amazons and having some fun. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. Thank you guys for being here and hanging out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time, YouTube. Peace, everybody.